today I'm doing something a bit different. This is a skincare video, but it's a specific home treatment that I've done twice now. So if you're unaware of my skincare journey, I had acne obviously during puberty, and I only had whiteheads really. I had a lot. I had some maybe a bit bigger than others, maybe a tad painful, but nothing crazy really compared to now. Age 36, since I went on my last antidepressant called Effexor, I started to get cystic acne, and it was mostly in the temples and a little bit like kind of the side of my jawline, and occasionally a bit like other places, but mostly there. And then, so now I'm off Effexor, have been for I think about 3 years now. I have trouble remembering the difference between certain time periods, but let's not get into that. Right, so, and then since then, anytime I get acne, I get a combination of normal whiteheads and very painful cystic acne. I tried Doxycycline from my GP, which is an antibiotic, and after about a couple of weeks I stopped getting new cystic acne spots, but my skin stayed very oily. Oh wait, hang on, before then I was on some medication, shall we say, and the reason I discontinued it partly was because it made my acne so much worse, and I started getting it like everywhere, especially the temples and then the upper backs of my shoulders. So there's some pictures on my Instagram you might see that I started documenting recently my acne journey, and I've taken pictures here and there over the years, so try and put that all together. So yeah, after that round I went on Doxycycline from my GP, but the problem is it doesn't just give me acne, this medication. It made my skin way oilier. It was like puberty 2.0 or something. I was greasy, like that. I was an oil slick. I thought I was oily before then, but this is like a new level. Like, America contacted me. They wanted to excavate the oil from my face so that they didn't have to rely on the Middle East, and it was just constantly being produced. And I started doing the Korean method called 7 skins, which you may have heard me talk about before. I'll link her other skincare videos below if it's relevant, which it probably is, but yeah, we'll see. So the 7 skins, if you're unaware, is where you get hydrating toner or essence, depending on your preference and depending which one works for you, and you do 7 layers, and then you take a 30-minute break, which makes your skincare routine very long, and then you do the rest of your skincare. And I did that for about 4 years, I think. And recently, so yeah, I did that doxycycline stuff. After 2 weeks, sorry, I'm going backwards and forwards, my brain's a bit, it's a high ADHD day. Yeah, so the doxycycline, after 2 weeks, I stopped producing new spots. But, the oil didn't change. So I was on the doxycycline for 3 months. Unsurprisingly, after a little bit, the acne came back. So I waited a month or 2, I think it was. And then I was like, obviously discussed it with Tom. I was trying like other stuff, la-di-da. And then I was doing, now at the moment, I've gone on to Lymecycline from my doctor, which is also an antibiotic. And this one has had the curious, pleasant side effect of drying out my skin a bit. So the Korean skincare method I was doing, obviously it gets expensive. Using 7 layers of any product is gonna, you go through it quickly. I ended up really liking the Etude House Collagen Moistfull Collagen, sorry, product. It smells so nice and it doesn't irritate my skin, and it feels so nice. I feel fancy. I feel Korean, which is silly because that's not what it takes to be Korean, obviously, but it's just a stupid thought I get in my head every time I use it. But it's a great experience actually using this product. But that is quite expensive, a bottle, especially for what I'm using it for, which is like, you know, 7 layers. And then I switched to, oh, I was introduced to that by my sister-in-law Helen. Hi Helen, if you're watching. Thanks for introducing me to that. That's great. I still use it, by the way. Not as much, not for like the 7 skin, but yeah. And then I switched to Cosrx, another Korean brand. Their Snail Mucin. You've probably heard of Snail Mucin because it's everywhere, but it's what it sounds like. I may have explained this before in a skincare video too. So basically they just put like a mesh type thing up. They get the snails that they breed specifically for skincare, so it's not like just one's plucked out of the garden. I guess they're raised specially or something, I don't know. So they're definitely clean. And then they just give them like food, water, whatever, and they just wiggle the way across the mesh, and the mucin that they create is collected. And then it is filtrated, however they filtrate it. I guess they ferment it as well. Anyway, and then market it and people use it. And people like me, it's a bit sticky. I was a little grossed out, but because they filtrate it, I was like, I don't care. I'm desperate, I've got to try. So that worked great for most of the 4 years. But recently, my skin has been extra sensitive. So I'm doing some research online, watching skincare videos and that. I stopped watching skincare videos for a while because I was just getting depressed that I was getting nowhere with my skincare. But anyway, and I came across someone's video. I think it was Dr. Shireen Idris, who does, you might have heard of her, Pillow Talk Derm. I'll link her below, she has great videos. She said that overhydration can be a problem and it can cause your skin to be more sensitive. And I was like, hold up. How disrespectful that the one thing that's making my skin less oily is probably the culprit causing my skin to be more sensitive. So, as you can imagine, I stopped. And then I was like getting real annoyed, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if my GP will agree to refer me to a dermatologist so I can start Accutane, even if it's just low dose, because there's some issues which you've probably heard of that Accutane can mess up your mental health, especially if you already have mental health problems, which if you're not new to my channel, you know that I've had depression from 19 till about 33. I'd say I don't have it anymore, but I could easily sit back in depression. That's a long time to have it. I was medicated for most of that time as well, which I explained all about in the previous video too, which I'll link below if you find that kind of thing helpful. Anyway, back to skin. So my doctor did agree. I had to do a fasted blood test, which only happened recently. The wait list for a dermatologist, seeing a dermatologist is not really a thing in the UK. It's hard to see one. You can't, there's almost no private ones. The ones that are there, they're mostly in London. And I'm not near London really. I'm like 3 hours away at best. And I'm not going back and forth to London for my skin. That's why I need to fix my skin, but that's crazy. Anyway, so I did the fasted blood test a week or 2 ago, and they didn't get back to me about what the blood test results were, but if it was fine and the referral was continuing. They said that if there's a problem, they'll call me, so I'll probably call them just to double check anyway, because with the NHS GPs, you can't rely on them to necessarily contact you first, because, you know, they're busy. And, yeah. So, the waiting list for a dermatologist at the moment on the NHS is, I think it was about 4 months. So, while I was waiting for that, I decided to rearrange all my spending, cut back where I could, have some more money where helpful. I was able to get a back pay of this one disability payment. It was due to me anyway. I didn't like go out of my way to get this. So I got some money for that, and then I decided to go to, I did research for a while, like long before this, because it was like, obviously my skin issues was stressing me out. The Lymecycline, I've been on it about a month now, and no, nearly 2 months now, and it has not stopped the new cystic acne. And my skin is a bit less oily, but I still wake up sometimes, especially around my mouth and nose area, funny enough, compared to everywhere else, quite oily. And oil, like none of the mattifying stuff that you do for skincare, makeup, keeps the oils away for very long, especially when I wear makeup. My makeup doesn't break down as much as it used to before this. But yeah, it's still a pain in the butt. So I've been going to this place called Western Beauty Clinic. Hi Amy, hi Joanna, if some miracle you see this. And I've been having carbon laser peel. I've only had 2 of those treatments, I think. 1 or 2. But my girl's so busy that it hasn't had time to fit me in for that. Which is, I'll just click a link. I'll add the link so you can see what that is. But as you know, it's laser. So I've been doing that. I've been on, oh yeah, when my doctor gave me a Lymecycline, they also gave me Adapalene, which if you don't know is a over-the-counter in the UK retinoid, which is often prescribed for acne, mixed with benzoyl peroxide, which I've been able to use. Even that is supposed to be like, I think it's kind of gentle because they give it to like teens and stuff, but my skin is easily compromised, so even though I've been working on my skincare barrier. So I use the La Roche Posay Cicaplast Balm. I put a layer of this on my clean skin, and then I wait for it to dry down about 5 minutes, and then I put a layer of the Adapalene on, wait 20 minutes or just before I go to bed, which is usually like sometimes an hour or so more. Then I put another layer of the Cicaplast on, or occasionally I put on a facial oil that's like gentle and doesn't irritate my skin. And I use like azelaic acid sometimes. I use hydroquinone, also mixed with this, the hydroquinone, for the hyperpigmentation. Oh, at the beauty clinic as well, I done my first treatment of this product called 70 Hyal, which is basically hyaluronic acid. They inject it under your skin to plump, not that plump, not like filler plump, but it plumps your skin a bit and it makes it dewy and it's hydrated because, you know, it's hyaluronic acid, so it draws in water. So you have to drink a lot of water. And I haven't seen a massive difference, to be honest, not like I thought I would. There's one of the treatments I had done, it might have been for this one, where my skin was glowing after and it looked so nice. So pretty. So I'm having my second one of that. I was hoping to have like several done before the holiday. I didn't want to get a chemical peel because I'm a compulsive picker, and I was worried that I would just like, you know, pick at the peel and mess up my skin even further. So I opted not to do that, and I'm kind of regretting that now because maybe my skin will be bad before the holiday, which is on the 16th of April. And as I'm filming this now, it is the 7th. So yeah, I'm running out of time. So this is my skin now. It's mostly hyperpigmentation. For the last few days I haven't had much active acne, but you can see it's very red. My shoulders are not too bad. Let's see if I can turn this hyperpigmentation city, so just lower the strap. You can see like my back was terrible acne. Weirdly just my upper shoulders. The rest of my back's got like the odd spot here or there. I get like maybe the odd one on my thigh, but not really. And like showering stuff is difficult for me because of my chronic pain and exhaustion from the fibromyalgia. So sometimes I just do like a sink wash, and I get Tom to use, oh I should have brought it in here. I have that Kate Somerville, I think it's the Exfolikate one I have. Whichever one has sulfur in. I'll link that below as well. Or just put the name in. We just do that, wash my back after I've done like the important places for smell and hygiene purposes. Then dry it, and then Tom puts like hydroquinone mixed with tretinoin on my back. Because I have tretinoin as well. And that's, the hydroquinone especially has been fading my acne scars. This acne on my back as well has only just stopped. I also been going to Signature Salon where I get my hair washed and blow dried and occasionally other stuff, and I get massages there regularly. Donna there does and occasionally some little girls, but mostly Donna does. I get this, I think it's the Prescriptive facial. I forget the exact name, but sometimes it's like different facials. So we do like a facial, but on my back. So it's the exact same products on my back, and then put a big LED lamp over my shoulders. We found a way to mount it so it works, and that was helping a lot. I've taken a break with the hydroquinone because if you don't know, hydroquinone can actually, if you overuse it, it can cause something, I forgot the word now. I had it in my brain and then it evacuated the building. Where basically it causes your skin to produce more hyperpigmentation, which is no bueno. So I do like a month on, a month off. Same with my face. And that's been good so far. So yeah, I digress. Back to this. So the point of today's video is to show you this thing. So I'm reluctant to do stuff like, what's it called, microneedling at home, or dermarolling, because, you know, you can mess up your skin. My skin is prone to irritation easily, but I'm so desperate to especially stop this oil that I bought, actually I had like gift vouchers because I have a subscription with them, and like you buy a beauty box, you pay £20 a month, just going up to 25, and then they send you goods every 3 months, or might be every 4 months. Yeah, every 4 months. Anyway, whenever. And then you get those beauty box, but the money you save, the money you pay, like that 20 a month, it builds up as credit. So you could use that credit against purchases, which is fantastic. So I use it to buy this expensive, oh, this is with Liberty, by the way, Liberty London. I got the very shiny box, the Sarah Chapman Skinesis Miso Melt Infusion System. So this, there's a sticker on the back. It was £138 at full price. I think I got it in the sale anyway, and then I used vouchers, so I paid like next to nothing for it. Who doesn't know a bargain? So this is a Miso Melt Infusion System. It comes with what they call a Miso Melt Infusion Roller. So it's kind of dermarolling, you know, spiky needles. And it comes with a Miso, so it comes with, when they say roller, they mean this, a Miso Melt Needling Tip, 3 of them. And Miso Melt Pep, 8, 3 of these. Stem cell serums. So I'm going to show you how I use this. And this is, again, for hydration. I think it will probably help with pigmentation as well. And yeah, let's get stuck in. So my skin is clean. My hands are washed with soap and warm water before I started this video, but I've been waffling for a while, so I'm going to use some hand sanitizer. Wow, my brain is not working very well. Just to make sure my hands are really clean. And that's it. Just tell me what I'm not doing. Right, so you open it up. This is the inside of the box. It has the instructions and like little diagrams, and then it has it underneath in French. So the stuff was in here, and then you take this off, and that's where the head was, so my skin is cleansed. My face is a bit pink at the moment just because I'm a bit flushed. It's very warm in here. I am sliding off this cushion. So, trying to, oh, I just hurt my wrist. Trying to support my back so my back doesn't ache when I'm filming. So just ignore my cushion. Okay, so let's just tearing this open. Let's get it ready. Ooh. So it says you have to follow the instructions. Oh, I need tissue ready, and you'll see why in a sec. So step 1 is, oh yeah, you do this for a 21-day period. But basically you do this just 3 times in 21 days because you have to wait a week in between. Step 1 is cleanse the skin. Done. Step 2, using firm but not intense pressure, roll the Miso Melt infusion roller with needle in tip across the face, neck and décolletage for 10 minutes, moving vertically, horizontally and diagonally. Step 3, you tap the serum to the base of the ampule, cover the top of the thin glass with the tissue, then carefully snap the neck open. You apply the contents to your skin, wait 10 seconds and then continue rolling to activate the microneedles. I don't see why the microneedles wouldn't be activated if you're rolling it anyway. Like, how does it know, oh, there's serum now, so now it's activated? But I don't know the science of how these things work. I just do it. The treatment is complete when all the needles in the roller have fully dissolved. So you do your neck and chest as well. I should take off my necklace. I bought a chain recently so that I can wear my engagement ring on around my neck because I still get carpal tunnel. I look like Rudolph with a pink nose and pink cheeks. So let's begin. You have to be careful because you can easily cut yourself on these needles, which I have done a couple of times. I'm going to listen to music while I do this, so I won't really be talking, I'll just be recording. So basically, it shows you in this step 1, so you do face and neck, and then you roll, like, you start from the centre, go up, diagonal, horizontal, and then downward diagonal, down, 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 like a snowflake 8 shape. And then you do your neck, up, down, the same pattern basically, start from the centre of your chest. So I just do it like basically down to my boobs, so you won't see my boobs obviously. And then I do gently my neck. And that's that. I guess I should bring the straps down on my vest. So I shall still be dressed, I just wear a vest. Let's quack on. Music. That's not Coke Zero, that's got alcohol in. Right, as you can see, I'm all done. I am very pink in certain places. It doesn't hurt. Didn't draw blood anywhere. It took about 15 minutes to do the last bit everywhere. And I like to end that by using, at the moment I'm using Herbivore Phoenix facial oil. I just got a mini because this is expensive oil and I'm not spending a lot of money on oil. And I didn't get this in like a beauty box somewhere I get a lot of skincare from. I bought it with my own money because I wanted facial oil for massage. I put a couple of drops there. Smells nice. And then I rub my hands on them. Tap. It doesn't sting. I just press it into my skin. I use a different, less expensive oil on my body. Sometimes I like to use what do you call it? Like I've got, it's not jade, a rose quartz face roller. Especially if it's cold, just cool down my face right now. But I left it in the living room. I just press it in everywhere. I put some of that serum, the stem cell serum from the Mucin belt, under my eyes and on my lids, even though I didn't roll there. And I was very careful not to roll my upper lip too much because I've had a couple, like 3 or 4 very painful spots there lately. Careful obviously to avoid my mouth when I did it. Now I'm a glowy donut. I won't do Adapalene in that tonight because obviously my skin is going to be a bit raw from the needles, and that's that. I don't know if this will help overall with my hydration or not, but it's fun and it didn't cost me much because, like I said earlier, I use those gift vouchers. It's just something to try. So let me know what you think. Bye for now.